What's up, everybody, and welcome to the next video. Sorry it's been a while since I made the last one. Basically just working and putting my focus into that and family. So today you will be able to join me. Pick up a piece of paper, a pencil. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical, it doesn't matter if it's a wooden pencil, a non-photo blue pencil. So what you want to do, once you got your paper and pencil, this is my pen right here. Open up a new file. If you can't draw, you can use a screen or a tablet as a light table of some sort. You can trace it. You can also freehand look at it. There's nothing wrong. If I want to draw a bottle of water lifelike, I'd look at it and draw it the best I could. Or you can do what most of these artists do these days, which is basically they digitally render stuff if you've got CAD or whatever to do so. What I'm going to do, just for speed's sake today, is I'm going to take some pictures and just alter them of some sort to give you an idea. I got basically my paper and then my pencil right here. Again, to streamline things, make it super easy for you, I'm going to open some tail lights. I have 97s, I have 95s. That's not a big picture. We'll see how it does with enlarging. I've got eBay ones that are clear and the dark ones. I don't need the clear ones, but I'll keep them just in case. And of course 92, so I'll give you at least one option of how to improve your 92, 95, and 97 taillights with only the use of eBay. Will also tally the price up, because I know a lot of you guys are complaining about the price of what OG Status has to offer, clear corners, and show you why they are the costs that they are. Stay tuned. So we'll go ahead and start with the 92s. As a template, we'll go ahead and right click, open with Adobe Photoshop CS4 right here. And then we'll hit OK, and it should open with this. Now I have my template. What I'm going to do is take that background, Control J, which is copy the layer, delete the original one. Original layer is always locked. What I'll do is I'll set this to, no, I need that as is. We'll take the eBay tail lights. So let's see, for 92 I can come up with some black eBay tail lights and go from there. Right click, open with, and then Photoshop yet again. Now what I'll do is Control A, Control C, copy from this file on over to here, and then I'll take this down to about 40% opacity and see if I can get sizing right first. So V is the hotkey for your transform tool. As you can see, I'm way the hell off from sizing. You want to get it as close as you can to the factory, the size you have right here. This one on the bottom lines up very nicely, but the top one does not. What I'll have to do is probably invert that. I'm not going to go as in deep with you folks as into perspective, but we'll use this bottom one for starters right now. So since I have that, we'll go ahead and take it back to 100% opacity, and I'm just going to cut out everything up here that I don't need. I'll be working on the bottom one for now, and I can pull from that layer again. So we'll go ahead and delete all that excess, and delete all the excess right here as well. So now we have our tail light, our template. So what we're going to do from here is, again, let me see, I have an idea. So what do we have here? We have a bunch of rings. So this is your blinker, and I think with the 92s right here is going to be your brake light. Is these two, your two stop lights are. So you got your blinker, no, this one's your running light, I think, right here, and this one is your stop light. So we technically got 1, 2, 3, 4, I think it is 5, yeah. So it's 3 and 3 on the bottom, so a total of 6, I think, with the 92s. The reverse light I won't really mess with. To keep this the same theme with the whole bar right here, how it kind of rounded down the edge, what I'll do is just I'll edge out right there. So we'll use this round shape right here to kind of make it like little energy tank bars from Mega Man. So let's see what I can come up with. So what I'll do is M, which is my select tool. I'll take an M over here as if we were cutting it. You got to imagine you're doing that. Control C, we got part of the orb right here. So let's go ahead and hide this layer. Boom, we'll put this one right here. So what we want to do is look for those dark areas right here where the bulb inserts. So 1, 2, 3. So where that bulb inserts, inside these is a reflector. That reflector absorbs the light to make it look like one single bar, but the reflectors in OEM aren't that great and the lights aren't that great. So it doesn't look like one piece like the Dodge Chargers, the new Volvos, etc. So I'll take this round piece right here. Forgive me if perspective is a bit off. What we're going to do is we're going to half circle this shit. So I'll go to M, hold Alt, click on the square until it becomes a circle, hold Shift, and drag out a circle about the same size as that. Now what I'll do is I'll crescent moon this. Like I said, we're going to try to get the Mega Man bars. Delete, so that's gone right there. So what we'll do here is this bar right here, we'll crescent bar use the black and the clear. I'll Control J that, which is copy it and flip it, I'll EAH. That way I've got the same shape, same size. And again, let me go ahead and reduce the opacity right here to about 40% so I can see where exactly I'm setting it versus where the OEM one is. Boom, right there. 40% on this one again. Oops. And let's just, for starters, let's tally it up right now with the 92s. Let's say you can get dirt cheap 92 taillights for $100. You're going to eBay taillights probably after tax and shipping. You're at $200. So for something this basic, you're already at $300. Just to give you guys an idea of pricing. Control D for deselect. I had the whole thing selected on accident. I want this at 40%. And then we'll go out here. So to give you an idea, guys, an idea of what I'm looking for right here, we'll merge these two together. What I'm trying to do is just get that shape and black out the rest. So I'll repeat that again. Control J to the other hot spot, which is over here about. And then Control J one more time, which is take that hot spot again right here, roughly. This one's a little bit off. We'll go to the center weight on this one. There we go. So now we'll black out the areas. We'll merge all these together. Zoom in. And that's just using 3 of the orbs of 1, 2. It comes with 4. That's just using 3 of the outer edge orb. I'm just using the bracket right here, not the reflector of the clear, the red, or the clear. So let's just say we're using the outside of that. We pop out those, which they do come out. I've taken them apart. So forgive me for rambling on right now. You'll see what I'm trying to go at once we get it set through. So we'll start with one layer at a time. We'll put it at 100% opacity. Why isn't it going 100%? Whatever, I only need a little bit anyways. So what I'm going to do is just take my pen right here. I've got it. I set it on B right now for black. So I got my brush on black. What we're going to do is just, like I said, use that template of that to make that kind of like Mega Man life bar kind of going on thing right here with the tail lights. I'll keep the turn signal amber again just for demonstration. Ooh, why isn't it? Sorry, I haven't used this in a long time. There we go. So here's what I'm trying to do to give you guys an idea of really what's going on. So more of an oval shape instead of just a bar is what I'm going for. I got a hand. Oops, I don't have a hand tool here, do I? Which one's the hand tool? Forgive me, I'm a bit rusty on these. Hold down your space bar and you're going to click with your mouse. That is your hand tool to move around freely. So what I'll do now that I've used those templates, I'll go ahead and hide those out. And I drew on the damn layer. I'm telling you guys, it ain't easy. It ain't easy, that's for sure. So you see what I'm going for right here. It kind of looks like a Camaro. I don't know what y'all doing. I don't know. This big ass screen and this right here, it's giving me a little bit of trouble. So I'll do it by hand. This is really pissing me off with this tablet. So what I'm trying to do is basically black out this area right here, just to make it super simple for yourself. For you guys, for yourself. I can't even talk right now. So now that I got that blocked off, I'll use the wand tool to select it all. You guys will get just a quick idea of what I'm trying to go for with these 92s. Nothing major, but definitely set you off from the rest. So we're at $300 so far. Let me get the wand tool. I think baby's ready to sleep. You okay? I don't think she is. Delete all that. It's gonna delete that. I had to delete that by hand. Sorry, guys. You can set her down if you want. Control Z, that's what that was, and I didn't let go. Again, if I can do this with the mouse, you guys can definitely draw something out, just to give you an idea. Like I said, it's all it is a blueprint. So I'll go to my wand tool, apply this layer. We want just the inside. Control D. Go back to that. We'll want this, we'll want that. And hold select to select multiple stuff. And then Alt backspace to fill everything. Alt SME, expand it by 2 pixels. And then Control backspace, that should give me more coverage. Let me black out the rest right here. I mean, it's just small texture stuff like this. I know a lot of men, when they use their clothes, they're not big on using textures, which is why you see like the OGs, old guys, old uncles, all that stuff. When they pull off them floral textures in their outfit, oh, it's freaking amazing. Maybe ugly to you, but it is what it is. I'm just, like I said, on the fly. That way you get kind of that Mega Man bar shape. You can do probably the same thing down here and just make it some sort of squircle, set it off. That way you could change the insides. Now if you put 97 lens on top, let's say you put 97 lens on top, let me see, we'll go with a gray. I just want to color it out. If you were to go with a clear, let me see, overlay that sucker. I mean, if you were to go to clear, let's say clear for example. Clear is one of the hardest colors to replicate. But just to show you, if you did clear over red with 92s with that little separation, I mean, clear on top with a little bit of texture on bottom, whatever. There you go. So, you get something like that, very basic. But honestly, personally for me, what I would do with this, with the 92 tails, if you want to save money, clear them all out. Let's say you clear them all out. Again, being very sloppy, so I'm not trying to color in the lines right now because I don't want this video to be hella long, as I have to go through the 97s as well and the 95s. What I would personally do is kind of like an Aston Martin thing, like on these bad boys. Let me find my red. Everything's sliding around, bear with me guys. So let me do color layer on this one. Take that down to 25 pixels in size. And basically color the outside like an Aston Martin. You know what I mean? Where you got this right here going around. And basically this would light up and the inside is clear. This is something I wanted to do for Derek. I'm not gonna lie. Sort of tails like these. In a sense, you guys get an idea. Reverse light has to stay there. You can't move where it's going unless you're going full LEDs. That's the problem with the 92s, is that the reverse is embedded in a really, really bad spot. And the SC is more of a, like I said, it's a 40. And then you put your blinker in here or whatever you want to do. Let's just say you go blinker right here. And then you have like your running lights here or something like that separated up. So that'll be the difference between those two. And that's just an example of what you can do with the 92s. Let me delete those. Let's go to 95s. I'll go ahead and speak about... Hey, is it recording? Can you see, is it recording? Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's go to the 95s real quick, guys. Is the baby sleep? Yeah, she sleeps already. I gotta put those up. So go to the 95s. So I'll show you guys what the, this is kind of small, so bear with me. The sleepy eye project I was going for. So Control A, copy, again, put it on this layer, zoom out, Control 0. I want to expand these, so if they get pixelated, I am sorry, because it was originally a small picture. You gotta tell them big. I only need them like this size. eBay, there we go. Delete these 3 layers. There we go. So now we got eBay. Let's go ahead and match up the eBay to size and everything is what we want to do again. So V to move it, we'll rotate it a little bit. 40% so I can see through. Do my best to line it up. This picture's not that bad. it's going to be close so you guys can get an idea of what I was trying to do. So let's say you try to find some 95 taillights. Let's change the price. Let's say we're at 200 plus another 200. Okay, so we're at 400 bucks for 95 style taillights, and that's even before you add any LEDs or even take anything apart, not factoring if you break anything. Okay, so let's set that. It's basically pretty much the same size almost. So what I was thinking about doing was we will go ahead, turn this back to 100% opacity. We'll Control J it and hide this layer. So what I was thinking about doing was sleepy eyes. What do you mean by sleepy eyes? When your eyes are sleepy, your eyelids are partially closed. Think of a Camaro or something like that. So we'll go ahead and take our eraser tool. So at the 40% up here, we'll cut it in half. We'll cut all that off as if we were cutting in half, is what I wanted to do. I'll go with the M selection tool to just get a larger selection. And we there. So now, oops, cut out too much. So now you guys kind of get an idea. Kyle did retrofit these with that infinity kind of thing, infinity kind of look to it. So, I mean, even this, if you did it all red, it wouldn't look too bad, you know. I know a lot of people are worried about, hey, Mikkel, you know, what would this look like? What would that look like? Like, come on, guys, it's 2020. Y'all all got smartphones. Y'all all got all this stuff. So you want to keep it black, so you'll cut this sort of like that. That way you can, when you take your 95s apart, you can go ahead and go from here. Now, personally, me, I'm not a big fan of just showing regular LEDs. Let's say we white out. Let's say we red out all these and you want to add LEDs. So let me see if how red these will turn. We'll go to color layer right here again. We'll pick a red color. I want something more over here, a darker red, because that'll be truer to the color. We'll go to B, and that's too light. And we'll just go with this for now. So I'll select that layer so I don't color up top. So now in a sense, you got sleepy eyes, okay? Half circles, a little bit of flavor to your whatever. Because you have reverse light goes there, so we'll keep that. Yeah, we got to keep this the same because that's going to be reverse light. Actually, no, I don't want that there. Or do I? Yeah, we do. Again, this is very sloppy, guys. Bear with me. I'm just trying to give you guys the basic ass idea. So let's say you wanted to make these LEDs. We're already at 400 bucks, so we need amber for a turn signal, and which is going to be this. No, this one right here. Because if we break, that'll be reverse. I don't know. I kind of like the reverse. So here's what I'm going to do: is I'll select this portion of it, and I'll round it off. Since this is already rounded here, we'll get the same kind of round right there. So we'll copy that, hide this layer, hide that layer, Control V, which is the new, oops, I didn't even copy anything. Copy that, new layer, Control V, hide this one. And we basically want to 40% opacity. And we want that rounded off edge, kind of how it already has right here, is what we're looking for. So I will get my eraser tool, cut this out right here, and then we can black out the rest. Let me just get that key right there. Okay, cool. So now all of this you'll just play with positive and negative space on this part, so it's no real need to trip out or anything like that. It's just going to be all blacked out space right here. You don't have to do anything extra other than paint. So we'll go there, and I'll just do it here just for the added effect around the keyhole right here, just to make sure it's congruent, symmetrical. Alright, so we'll turn that up to 100% opacity. Boom, there you go. So you see you got that kind of the big oval right here. And then we'll go ahead and get, we'll stay red this right here. I'll select this layer so I know where to delete. So control, click that layer. And then I know how much to delete of the actual eBay ones. Shift Control I, so inversion of the selection, get my eraser tool, and then we'll cut that out. Again, you can probably use some sort of plexiglass here is what I would do. So I'll go more in the depth detail. So we're going to get rid of, let's say, all that extra junk right there. We don't want any texture here. We want that all gray. So what I would advise doing is getting some clear. So we'll change that from to all white. So I want it to be all white when it's in there, let's say. Add that up, hard light, let's go to colored. So let's say we want this all, that's horrible. I missed hella places. So let's say I want this to be all clear, for example. I'm using the gray as clear, forgive me. With no texture in there. So what we need is frosted acrylic. 2 levels to that jazz. This too. So let me go ahead and we're going to clear this out like new cars basically. So red clear, and then when it lights up the red pops up. So let's go to our internet browser. Let's see. Frosted acrylic. How much does that go for? Okay, so we need frosted acrylic, not transparent. Clear plexiglass. Brand new. We need something frosted. Matte. Let's say you're probably going to need 12 by 12. That's not enough. Absorbent. Let me see. Let's say clear frosted. So this way you want something frosted. That way the light absorbs it. So let's add $54 to the tally since we just did that. Okay. So you got your taillights, right? They're looking pretty sick, sleepy eye. Right? You got them. You're good. So now you got your sleepy eye tail light. You got to add another $54. So now we're at $450. Let's say it's 60 bucks. It's $54. Say tax, all that good stuff. We're at $460. Now we need some LEDs. Let's say you go some basic LED strips from eBay. All right. Let's see red first. Red LED strips. Bam, there you go. Which one would be best? Neon glow, I don't care for neon glow. Bright, 12, flexible, I don't care about flexible because these are, I want something like this to lay on. You want to go with something a little more expensive so you get decent quality shit from eBay. These aren't bad right here, these LED strips. Let's say they're $13.95, so we need white for reverse, red, and then we need amber for turn. So we need 3 of those layers. So that's going to be what, 246, another 60 bucks. Let's just say 70 after tax and shipping plus 70. Boom, there you go. So now you're at 530, and that's just with you doing the work on some basic tails. Now let's say you need some spray paint cans. Let's say spray cans are 15 bucks. Oops. So we're going to add 15 bucks right now because we want positive and negative space. So now I want to go ahead and take some spray paint, mask off my tail lights. What do you know? Let's say I want a line going through. So we're going to go ahead and take black all the way through. Just as an idea for you guys. We want a divider here. You want that black, let's say. You just want a black line. A slim line going through. Again, forgive the dexterity traits right now. That's 15 for paint, so you get your little line going through. RoboCop eye, so that'll be your parking lights. They'll be on, all that good stuff. So this will be red, light up red. Now if you want that clear, let's hide this out. We're going to need 97 tails. 97 tails are roughly about what, 250, somewhere around there, 300. Let's say 300 on the hard side after shipping plus 300. You're already 800 bucks in for tails. Look at that. And that's if we clear all this out. Let me get back to my gray color. And then we'll get back to this right here and we'll clear that out. So ooh, that's too dark. Where my swatch is at, here we go. Let's say you want to, yeah, because this red's dark. So you want to clear that out with black in the housing so it turns gray, but it'll light up red, and you want that black stuff. you're pretty much looking at $800 for some cheap LED tail lights, all cleared out, all that good stuff. With, like I said, when that lights up, it'll be red. When this lights up, it'll be red. And when this is turning, it'll be amber. And when this reverses, it'll be white. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. Right here. Something smells like Raider bubblegum. My wife's been, we have ant problem recently. My wife's been spraying it like a motherfucker. So open with, again, we'll go to Adobe Photoshop, the moment you've all been waiting for, 97 plus tails. Again, Control A, select all, Control C, and then we will paste right here. Boom, we got our bad boys. So let me label that 97 plus. We'll get rid of these tail lights. Delete. Again, I'm only working with a single eBay tail right now, not both of them, just so you can get the idea. eBay copy stays. This goes. We'll delete that. We'll delete this, and we'll delete that. So what I'll do is, I know this eBay one is kind of, it's going the wrong way. So what we'll do is, we'll do the top one. There we go. Screw the bottom one. So V, we'll get this again, 40% opacity, so I can see it through it and line it up the best I can. And then we'll go through. Ooh, this is going to be kind of huge. Stretch it out that way. Stretch it out this way, and then we got to go up a little bit. Alright, so now you got your gay ass 97 tails, excuse my language. And what should we do with these is the question. Let me delete this. So we're not on that, we're on this one single tail right here. Delete that excess there. So we're on this one single tail. What should we do? Let's make this round. I don't like the piss yellow in that. So let's make that round. So what I'll do again, hide this, put this back to 100% opacity. We'll go ahead and take this right here, copy that, bam, that's copied, and then boom, we got the new layer right there. Now, what we gotta do is get this in the piss yellow section, 40% opacity. The hard thing about doing everything online or through the internet is you don't really have, you have infinite skew, so it may not look like that. It may not look like that once you go through with it. I'm just saying. Let me try a little bit of perspective for you guys. And there we go. Let's erase the excess. Actually make that a little bit bigger to where it's like edge to edge. So we can get rid of that piss yellow. Ooh, that's going to be in the way though if you do that. Just forewarning, your stupid little keyhole. So let's get rid of all the excess. We just want that reverse circle to change in there. Keep the black on the inside. Boom, there you go. So now we want 100% opacity on that. Doesn't line up exactly because again I skewed it. So let's say that's what we're looking at. Again, very rough. Now, so with the 97s, you got a bulb here and a bulb here, and that's just a reflector. And you've got, I think, 3 up top. So again, we'll do the sleepy eyes just like we did for the 95s, just to give you guys a rough idea. So I'll use these 2 right here. Let's take this, copy that. Again, all you need is some eBay taillights to just try to replicate this. So that's probably about going to be right about, oops, light is more like right here in the middle. Line that up perfectly, almost. There we go. So we want to stay on that line right there. Delete. So again, all you have to do is take the eBay ones and cut them up. And then you'll just black out the rest of this stuff right here. Again, I'll just use a basic black. Go over it. Right at that 60% belt line or whatever you want to call it. And that's going to be that portion right there, that whole reflector. So this way, once you get your acrylic in there, You don't want that rice ass texture. Let me get the gray again. And I'm using gray as a clear just so you guys know, just a reminder. So we'll clear that out. There you go. So now that's cleared out and we're good to go. Again, sleepy eye. Let's say use your acrylic, you want to clear this out too. We'll go ahead and clear that out. I could take some white to this and make it a little more clear, but honestly I really don't care right now. So for this one setup right here, let's see, let's again 300 bucks plus 200 for eBay taillights plus 15 for paste, I'm sorry, spray paint, and then let's say you know, time to take it apart, put it back together, caulking, all that good stuff, that's another $20. Again, frosting acrylic, 60 bucks. Let's say LEDs, you're gonna need all 3 colors, that's another 60 bucks. That didn't come out right, so hold on, 300 for the taillights, plus 200 for the eBay taillights, plus 60 for all 3 different color types, plus 15 for the paint, and then I think it was like plus 20, no, plus 60 for the frosting acrylic. We're at 636, and that's cheap ass homemade LED. So you're complaining about 1,000, 2,000 custom built taillights from professionals putting in labor and making sure you get a good product? I don't know, guys. Especially since none of y'all even put in the effort to do this. Okay, so again, let's go ahead and take this right here. We want the main circle, the meat. Copy that, paste it in its place, new layer so we see through. Again, find out the center piece right here where it's the lightest. Line it up, tilt it a little bit. There we go. Perspective's off again, forgive me for that. And then we got to keep that reflector red for now. And then we'll add the black to the other orange part, so you'll need something to flatten that out or whatever you want to do. And voila, you got your cheap LEDs. Where's my gray at? There we go. I'm going to clear this out. And that's that. So you guys have 3 different styles using eBay taillights. So now, go out there and make something happen, man. Seriously. I mean, all it is a bunch of practice. You could even black out the gold trim, which would make a difference. I mean, like I said, this is just some basic ideas. You could probably even clear out this reflector right here if you don't like the red there. So there's 3 examples of what you can do with recycling eBay taillights without just throwing LEDs in them and upgrading your 97 Plus to something kind of out there. I mean, you can even have room with positive, negative space to shape these if you don't like that. You could even, like I said, get some more of that frosting acrylic, make it a square. I mean, once you start tinkering with this stuff, the possibilities are endless. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll help you find your ism.